Hello, welcome to the hobby world of Dr. Mike. In this video we'll go over the input driver on my electromechanical to microprocessor based conversion for FunFest pinball machine. Let's get started on the input boards. Enjoy. Here's a schematic of the circuit I'm using for my input drivers. Of course, everything in the pinball machine feeding into the input is 24 volt AC. So bring the input in, go through a bridge rectifier through a 10 kilo ohm resistor to limit the current. It's LED, so I know that the input is energized or active. Then I go through an optical isolator and then return. The microprocessor input is held high through a 20 kilo ohm resistor tied to the positive 5 volt DC. When the input is active, it actually drives the microprocessor input to 0. An off is 5 volts input and an on is 0 volts input to the processor. Here's an oscillographic record of the input driver operation. Of course, with the rectifier, you're turning the AC signal into a DC signal. During the AC zero crossing points, the current will be low enough such that it doesn't allow the optical isolator to drive the input to the processor to 0. You have short periods of time here where the input is interpreted as inactive. What we'll do is we'll actually take care of this in the programming. It needs to be determined inactive for 3 milliseconds before the processor will determine that the input is turned off and not active. I have 24 inputs. The inputs are either driven through individual contacts, a series of contacts, or step-up units. Here I've got multiple step-up units going into one input.